Hello friends, welcome to our session on Expressjs. The agenda for today's session is what is Expressjs, why Expressjs, how Expressjs works, and where is Expressjs used. So what is Expressjs? Express is a fast, unopinionated, minimalist web framework for Node.js. That is, it is a web application framework for Node.js. It provides various features that make web application development fast and easy, which otherwise would have taken much more time using Node.js alone. Now, it helps create a web server in minimal time. So, this is all what is about Express.js. Now, we'll come to why Express.js. We can use Node.js HTTP modules for creating applications, but Express.js simplifies coding and it acts as a wrapper over the Node.js. Express.js can be used if you want to send data to your Node.js applications over internet. It helps to organize your application into a MVC architecture, and it provides graceful error handling that won't cause the entire server to crash. Now, some of the advantages of Express.js is that it makes the Node.js web application development fast and easy. It's easy to configure and customize. It allows you to define routes of your application development on HTTP methods and URLs. But it includes various middleware modules which can be used to perform additional tasks on request and response. And it's easy to integrate with different template engines like Jade, Bash, EJS, etc. It allows you to define an error handling middleware, and it's easy to serve static files and resources of your applications. It allows you to create REST API server, and it's easy to connect with databases such as MongoDB, Redis, MySQL, etc. Now, how Express.js works. Here, Express is based on Node.js middleware module called Connect, which in turn uses the HTTP module. So, any middleware which is based on Connect will also work with Express.js. You can see this diagram over here. We can see that Connect is the middleware module which is connected to Node.js using the HTTP module. Now, each and every Connect middleware module can get connected to also works along with Express.js, and this is how the Express.js is connected to Node.js. So this is how the Express.js works. Now we can see some of the objects we have of in Express.js. The request object are request.body, request.ip, and request.query, and we have some response objects also in the Express.js. They are response.json, response.render, and response.redirect. Now we can see an example of how the Connect middleware works. Here we can see the example of the authorization server. We can see this example where an unauthenticated user is requesting for a particular profile. When an unauthenticated request goes for a particular profile, the request goes to the Express.js. From there, it is sent. The request is passed to the middleware, which is the Connect middleware, and then from there it is sent back. The middleware finds that there is a no session cookie, so it gets a login URL. So the Connect client then finds that it doesn't have a particular any session. It is an unauthenticated user, so it is redirected to the login URL. So the Express Connect middleware again responses back to redirect to the login URL, and the Express.js so redirects to the login URL. So the browser now goes to the authorization server to the login URL. That is the URL to login. So that is where it is redirected to. From the login URL, an ID token is being posted and it is redirected to the URI callback. That is the earlier request. So ID is being provided to it, and then the request is passed to the middleware Express Connect middleware. From there, the verification happens for the ID token by the verification is done by the Connect client OpenID. Now the ID is claimed, and then the claims are verified, and then the claims are promoted. Now the encrypted session cookie with ID and token claims. Now this is an encrypted session because the session as ID is provided, and it claims for it, and now the Expressjs redirect the cookie to a particular session for a particular profile. Now this is an authenticated request for a particular profile, and for the this authenticated request for a particular profile is sent to the Expressjs, where the request is passed to the particular middleware, and the cookie is decrypted and verified and it sends a particular profile. So it gives a positive profile, that is, it gives back the profile. This is to the browser or the user. So this is how the authentication or authorization happens. Now we'll come to where is Expressjs used. Express is used for creating REST APIs also, and it's basically used by organizations like Uber, then IBM in their applications, and then Netflix and Lincoln. They are all using Expressjs for fast responsive applications. And if you think this session has been informative, then please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for attending our session on Expressjs.